Everyone mentioned today is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and everything I discuss here is theory until proven fact, even if it is.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, got no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, dish, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But how's it supposed to feel?
Technical difficulties.
How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? I seem to be having some technical difficulties this morning. How you going, Alex? Out to lunch? Deb? Sherry, how you going? Raven? Oh, Raven, how you going? Good to see ya. Kai, how you going? J1, how you going? Who else have we got? Susan, how you doing? Cassandra? Who else? Anyone else we got in there that I haven't said hello to? No, I think that's it. Oh, who's that? Hang on, I can't see. I'm blind as a bat. Sorry. Hey, Heavy Arms, how you going? Hey, MRE, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Okay, let's get into... Oh, the social media's on fire right now. Between Candace Owens, Tim Pool, and oh my goodness. How you going, Phoenix? Good to see you. Okay, we'll go over it. This is going to be all about Candace Owens and Tim Pool right now, and Candace Owens herself. Cinema Shogun said Candace Owens needs to speak out now. We deserve answers. Tim Pool had a vehicle open fire in his home shortly after criticising Candace. Could it have been a violent leftist? According to Candace and fans, that's impossible. There's no way a leftist killed Charlie. So by their logic, there's no way a leftist shot at Tim's house. Everyone who's been criticising Candace has been getting threats. The timing is odd. Candace Owen fans are the number one suspect. I wouldn't, not all of them. There are some people who I think may be being misled, but hey, it's up to you who you listen to. I don't tell anyone who to listen to, but I'm going to say be very careful. And just as a disclaimer, I actually was subbed to Candace Owens for a while there, and a few things just made me go, You know, those things that make you go, And I had to unsub, okay? So there's a reason I'm speaking about this. I also did recommend her on my other channel when I was subbed to her, and then I went, oh, I don't know about this. Okay, Alaska Bird, anti-woke, said this is a dangerous pattern. Candace has done everything in her power to undermine the United States of America, especially since Trump took office. When you call America's founding fake and gay, I'm going to assume you intend to put an end to the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. When you tell our military to get dishonourably discharged, I have to assume you mean harm to Americans. Okay. Paramount Tactical, Gary Melton, said another Candace Lyon baseless accusation with zero evidence. Candace Owens accuses the US National Guard units of being part of Charlie Kirk's assassination. It really is disgusting and should be condemned. Now she's, what, the US National Guard now? So who did it? Has she actually come up with one definitive answer on who did this? Okay, let's have a listen.
A little bit more about military things, and we're back to the students not recognizing all these people coming from outside of campus to an event that was advertised outside of campus that probably 3/4 of the people were not UVU students to begin with. I don't know why she keeps harping on this and trying to turn this into something that's not, but it's what she does.
The UVU students, the fact that they didn't recognize anybody indicates that we might be looking at military regiments that were there. And from the information that I am getting, which I'm going to explain later this week, I think there were some National Guard regiments that were there, some French Foreign Legionnaires that were there.
All right. So now we're saying that the U.S., again, she knows nothing about the military. Okay, when you're talking about these things, you don't know about them. That's a real problem, right? So I guess these assassins, they're assassins 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. Like the idea that the National Guard is going to be tasked with this international assassination plot of Charlie Kirk it's just asinine. It is like kindergarten level speculation and imagination run amok. That's what it is. And not only that, the other problem I have with it, not only does it not make sense, but on top of that, you're basically telling our men and women in uniform they're guilty of murder too. And they're guilty of, like, let me tell you something. I came from special operations. Forget about the National Guard. I don't know of anyone in a Tier 1 unit that said, if someone came to us and said, hey, look, you know what? We got a top secret mission for you. You have to kill Charlie Kirk or some other American citizen. I don't think that you'd ever find anybody that would be willing to do that. I really don't. And you definitely wouldn't be able to find a whole team of whatever she's kind of, like, I don't think you'd be able to find that. The people in...
I just want to say she doesn't actually say things, but she alludes to a lot, and the listeners do come up with their own, conclusions on what she is saying. That's what I think. And I don't think that, like, everything they say here is, like... I was laughing about this the other day. The Candace might be one of the suspects of... in the Tim Pool shooting, but I don't think, I think it's a bit of a reach to say that, to be fair, that, yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I find it funny and it's very strange, but I'm not going to say, like she would, I'm not going to say that that is something, you know what I mean, when I don't know. Okay? And I don't know if she intends to put an end to the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, but she did tell the military to get dishonourably discharged when, I believe it was Iran, the Iran thing happened and Trump went and bombed Iran because she thought World War III was going to start. She's been wrong about a fair bit of stuff, man, like we all have, but she has been more wrong than a lot of people.
The military love this country, love the Constitution. They're as patriotic as they get. And for her to cast aspersions over these people with zero evidence whatsoever, it's just adding to the list of things that I find completely despicable. She just says things. and doesn't understand, she doesn't even understand the gravity of what she's accusing people of.
Okay, and that's why I've got a disclaimer at the beginning of mine that everyone's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and everything is theory until proven fact, okay? Chicks on the right said more proof that her fans will do whatever it takes to protect their queen cult behaviour. The older millennial said her fans are so disingenuous they actually altered his Wikipedia page to pretend, her husband's birthday. She was invited to TP USA. It wasn't about her. What they're doing is, okay, TP USA are doing a live stream to address all the accusations. That is what they're doing. They invited Candace to join. It wasn't, they weren't going to interview Candace and answer all her questions, which is what she says is happening, or was happening. She said, they're finally going to answer all my questions. No, they were going to talk about all the theories that have been pushed by people, okay? And then she said she couldn't turn up to the TP USA thing because it was her husband's birthday. Then her husband's having people over. Okay, let's have a look at this. And is there something else? Okay, so what they did, they changed it to 15th of December when it was actually the 7th of July. Okay?
Hey, just real quick, for all you guys saying that they invited Candace to Turning Point on her husband's birthday, no, they didn't, because his actual birthday is July 7th, 1990. Candace Owen fans went and edited his birthday on Wikipedia to make it look like December 15th. But no, his actual birthday is July 7th. This is the lengths that people are willing.
Sorry, guys, 1 sec. I have to go to the door. Hang on 1 sec, guys. Okay, sorry guys, I had a sign for delivery there. But anyway, they have changed. Anyone can edit Wikipedia. Well, anyone on the left can edit Wikipedia. I should re-say that. Okay, do you know Candace got interviewed by CNN? And she got flustered bad. Brick Suit said when Candace Owens sat down live with a CNN interviewer, she got flustered, fact-checked and crushed. How do you think she'd perform in person in Phoenix, especially if Erica was there? Maybe there's a reason she only wants to participate via stream. And I believe it's because she has people talking in her ear half the time. She's got a little earpiece, or some people think it's a teleprompter. I think it's more likely an earpiece she's got in her ear. She could have a teleprompter. Who knows? But let's have a look.
Proof that the messages were made up, because that would be easily proven.
Yeah, but they didn't put timestamps on them, and Discord came out and said they didn't exist.
This was supposedly text messages, not Discord messages. It's my understanding from the indictment.
I actually did not read that they were text messages.
The indictment calls them text messages.
Proof that the messages were made up, because that.
Okay, well, her messages, Candy's been showing, have been missing a timestamp and a date. So does that mean they're not real? She actually did get flustered. Go and watch a CNN interview. It's funny as. Okay, Asuka Groper said Candace fans are claiming she cannot show up to the TP USA event because it's her husband's birthday. Or now they're saying that it's because someone is out to assassinate her. Here is her admitting that her husband's birthday is in July.
Guys, happy Monday. I hope you enjoyed the holiday weekend. I certainly did. We baptized baby Roman. It was my husband's birthday, and it was America's birthday. So it was just a good weekend of family fun.
There you go. 4th of July. Her husband's birthday is 7th of July. Yeah, Ali said it was always going to end up here with, it's going to get better, okay? Just hang in there. It was always going to end up here with Candace Owens going after Erica Kirk. For months, she's spoken in coded terms about Erica without mentioning her name, then clutched her pearls when people accused her of attacking Erica or wrapping her up in conspiracy theories. To be clear, Erica is a public figure, and as CEO of Turning Point USA, she's not immune to criticism or even tough attacks. But Candace spreading dangerous conspiracy theories, which in turn lead her devoted fans to become radicalised and take her conspiracies to the next level, is not criticising Erica or holding her accountable. It's something much more dangerous. Okay, what she's saying here.
My toxic trait is that I want to know why rappers like The Game are asking more meaningful questions about the death of Charlie Kirk than his close friends over at Turning Point USA, because The Game just dropped his song, It's Friday, and he asks the question explicitly, who killed Charlie Kirk? And on that same note, Blake Neff of Turning Point USA has now come out and said that it was Erica that directed them to have this live stream. And so now I want to know, like, did she sign off on that letter where, like, we are getting now referred to as Antifa because we won't stop asking questions about what happened on 9/10? Did she direct that, like, very insincere, he uses the word direct, insincere offer for me to come join them in a live stream? I need answers to all these questions. Plus,
Who are you? Like, seriously, who are you that you need all these answers that the FBI and the government and everyone has to give her answers? Who is she? She's not a proper reporter. In fact, her show's starting to remind me of the Jerry Springer show without the guests. But anyway, okay, I don't know who she is. She needs all this. She does know there's a court case going on at the moment, and I would rather wait until we see what happens. And I know a lot of people don't believe it. And yes, something's fishy about Charlie Kirk's murder, but I am going to wait instead of making up conspiracy theories. Oh, my God. Melissa Tate said, yikes. Bren said, Candace told her audience that TPUSA paid to have their leader assassinated. Russell Brand questions her on this. Candace, I never said that. Does she realise everything she says is recorded online and we can just go back and check? Let's have a look at this one.
I certainly didn't suspect Turning Point USA would be,
oh, come on, don't do this to me
as I
now.
believe, involved in a cover-up. And we can talk about what the
Oh, no.
motives are of that. They could be financial motives. It doesn't necessarily mean
Come on, man.
they were involved in plotting to kill him. And I've never said that.
This is
So
ridiculous.
in theory, Cam Higbee, who was laughing off the idea of an assassination attempt, is
Is that going to make it any better? No.
being paid by the very organization that just had its leader assassinated. In broad daylight, in front of the entire world. I find that to
A lot of insinuations. That's what she's doing. And her
interesting.
and her audience, then takes it from there. Okay. The quartering said, prove it wasn't Candace Owens. Okay, after months of wildly reckless accusations by the Candace Intelligence Agency, her foot soldiers reveal they may be the most cognitive dissonant people on the planet. Now, these are her foot soldiers, not her listeners, the people that actually have to go and try and correct everybody. The convict to conservative, it's alarming that people on social media are insinuating that the incident at Tim Pool's was somehow caused by Candace Owens supporters. I did that as a joke. That kind of accusation isn't just reckless, it's disturbing. Tim Pool said last night a vehicle approached our property and opened fire. No one was hurt. Our security team is reviewing the incident and will be relaying the report to appropriate law enforcement. This is the price we pay for speaking out against evil. Believe me, it gets better. It's going to get better and better as we get near the end of this stream. Multiple individuals on X, said Sarah Fields, are stating that Candace Owens' husband's birthday is the reason she couldn't attend an in-person Turning Point USA live stream event in Phoenix, after saying, you name the place, you name the time, and I'll be there. Okay? This is a lie. Not only does the UK government website confirm her husband's birthday is in July, but here's a podcast, and we've already watched it, where she is saying that they celebrated America's birthday and her husband's birthday, okay? Now I'm going to go from all sides on this. Andy No said there are no great mysteries surrounding the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I beg to differ, but hey. Investigators identified and arrested a suspect within 48 hours, and the evidence released has consistently aligned with the accusations against Tyler Robinson. I do believe he was highly involved, but I think that there's a little bit of MK Ultra going on. Authorities have provided videos, photos, interview summaries with family, friends, and what they say are recovered communications between Robinson and his trans lover. Robinson believed, like most Democrats and leftists, that Kirk spread transphobia and needed to be stopped. Yet factions on both the left and right continue to pump out viral conspiracies and fabrications. Left-wing influencers immediately and falsely claimed Robinson was far-right MAGA supporter. The lie spread so widely that some mainstream liberal outlets began reporting it as a possibility, despite the rifle cartridges showing Antifa dog whistles. On the right, YouTube and social media personalities have spent months tugging at every supposed loose thread: a man in the bushes, men in maroon shirts, unrelated aircraft flight data, foreign operatives, and elaborate international plots. None of this has led anywhere. The result is wasted time and torment for Kirk's family. What is most dangerous is how this nonsense drowns out the real threat: the escalation of left-wing political violence. While conspiracy influencers chase clicks and cash, far-left extremists continue radicalising one another, laying the groundwork for the next attack. Even worse, the misinformation is spreading so widely it may be difficult to impanel a jury untouched by it. Do you see what's happening here? She could taint the jury, right? Even with all the evidence they may have, by throwing all this out. And when he says far right, I do not believe Candace is far right at all. I'm sorry, but there are a lot of right-wingers who are backing her, including Mark Dice, including Benny Johnson was, but now he's sort of flipped again. Who's the other one? Jimmy Dore. Oh, you got a lot of people just backing Candace like there's no tomorrow. And I think everyone's exposing themselves right now, but that's just my opinion. Cinema Shogun said Candace Owens is now demanding evidence from Tim Pool. After 3 straight months of failing to provide evidence for any of her own claims, talk about a severe lack of self-awareness, this reaction makes me feel like she's guilty of something. What do you guys think? Candace Owens said, can security provide a description of the vehicles so people can help you track these people down? Also, if shots were fired, they have to have hit something, so you can likely recover the bullets and trace the gun owner. No, you can't. I believe unless you already have a gun to do a forensic exam on, then you cannot just recover the bullets and trace the gun. Okay, you have to have something to compare it with, and also how do you guys say it? A 30-06, a 30-06 or something? I've heard, but a 30-06 can take all different size bullets. Did you know that? You can use them to hit like small animals, or you can use bigger ones to hit larger animals. And they don't necessarily create an exit wound, by the way. And I believe, is it MLK was shot by one as well, and it didn't create an exit wound, but there you go. Tim Poole said, my immediate thought is someone was trying to scare us, but we have security gate and armed guards, and it's possible this deterred something more serious. Now, it's blowing up after this, okay? It's really going to start blowing up. Alaska Bird Anti-Woke says she's absolutely idiotic. She's really exposing herself. She wants police to recover the bullets from Tim Poole's property so they can run forensics on the bullets and they can trace them back to the gun owners. She thinks she can look at a spent round and trace it to the gun owner. No, you can't. You need a gun. As far as I'm aware, you need a gun to compare it against. Okay, it just doesn't work like that. Insurrection Barbie said, oh, this one's Tucker Carlson. Because everyone's putting Tucker Carlson and Candy Owens together. They say they're paid by Qatar. They won't speak against Muslims. Candy Owens is Andrew Tate's friend, or that's her husband's friend, and he's apparently a Muslim. Yeah. And Tucker Carlson apparently is sticking up for Muslims. I don't know. Insurrection Barbie said Tucker Carlson speaking at a conference in Doha, sponsored in part by the Atlantic Council, who stand for the exact opposite of America First, as he does podcast after podcast telling his audience this country is captured by Israel and every person in the conservative movement who's actually fighting for America First is your enemy. I have a hard time trying to grasp the amount of cognitive dissonance it would require to listen to somebody like that and actually believe a freaking word they say. They both turned. To be honest. Okay, let's go. The Alpha Warrior said the PSYOP. They aren't pushing Candace Owens this hard because they care about Charlie Kirk's assassination, truth or justice. They're pushing her because they need you to trust her now, so that when she pivots and says Trump is the villain, which she's already done twice, you'll swallow it whole. That's the PSYOP. They're not amplifying her theories to uncover wrongdoing. They're amplifying her so that her credibility becomes the delivery system for the next attack on Trump and this movement. They need a trusted messenger. They need someone who isn't seen as from the left, but she is left-wing, and she started there doxing children on a website called Social Autopsy for bullying, okay? Allegedly. They need someone who parades as based, independent and fearless, and they need you emotionally invested first. So they weaponise tragedy, platform her grief, magnify her speculation and convert suspicion into leverage. This isn't about Charlie Kirk anymore. It's about preparing her to turn and fire on Trump and having millions already conditioned to say, well, she's the only one fighting for Charlie. Maybe she's right about Trump too. That's the play. Bookmark this. Screenshot it. Remember who told you. The move hasn't been made yet, but when it happens, well, she has tried twice, but when it happens, you'll know exactly what you're watching. Why is so much of a base already aligned against President Trump? Watch who you're rubbing shoulders with. She's already started subverting him. Alpha. Candace Owens is now embarrassed she told supporters to vote for Trump. And she's said a few times she doesn't support Trump. Okay, Paramount Tactical Gary Melton said Candace's 3 biggest lies. I'm not accusing anyone. I never accused Erica, and I'm just asking questions. No, she insinuates, and she insinuates about Erica, and then the listeners make up their mind, and she knows which conclusion they're going to come to because she directs it that way. You got to know what you're looking at, especially with Mockingbird, mainstream media, but right-wing media, or people who people think are right-wing media, is not immune. Don't insult our intelligence. For 3 months, she's sat here and done nothing but accuse through innuendo, gossip, doublespeak and insinuation, implicitly directing her followers to her desired conclusions, which is exactly what she does. Reverend John Wells said, warning, the dark side of Candace Owens' fan base is worse than the left, pure evil unleashed. I've seen it all, vile insults, demonic hate, wild conspiracies straight from hell. These aren't conservatives, these are godless monsters hiding behind truth. Worse than woke mobs, no grace, no mercy, just rage, lies and spiritual rot. Candace speaks truth, but a comment section, a sewer of Satan's foot soldiers. If this is the right, we've already lost. Real patriots fight with facts, faith and fire, not filth. Drop a prayer if you stand for truth without the toxicity. Okay, and Benny Johnson said demon possession is real, man. Christians speak out against demons. There's power in that. Who do you think he's directing that to? Because he's now turned and gone against Candace Owens now. Avery Day said, I don't like the infighting, neither do I. Nor do I think this is the best way to honour Charlie, but I can't stomach what Candace is doing to TPUSA. It's gut-wrenching. It's quite obviously not what Charlie would have wanted. I proudly stand with TPUSA. I proudly support Charlie's wife, his best friends, his family, his organisation, his mission, his team and his legacy. I hate that Candace and her fans are trying to dismantle his life's work without a shred of credible evidence. It's so wrong. And it is. Let's have a listen to this lady. I'm not On anyone's side here, I want to know what's going on. We all want the truth. Okay? But yeah, I think Candace Owens has gone way too far.
She accuses them of murder and then is too much of a coward to go say it to their face. Do you understand the consequences of these accusations? Do you understand that Charlie loved Turning Point, that he built it and believed in the organization so much, and now she is trying to dismantle it? She's telling people to never donate to it, to request a refund for their donations. She is a master manipulator. She makes things up. She makes things up. Her whole narrative can be and will be debunked by Turning Point. She's not interested in the truth. She's interested in dismantling Charlie's legacy. She is attacking his wife. Tell me, explain to me how it is beneficial or helpful in any way to relive messages of Charlie going on a date with a woman who's not his wife. That is sick. Her fans, I've never gotten so much hate as to when I have posted a video talking out about Candace. Her fans, you guys are like in an abusive relationship. You have a veil over your eyes. You're trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense and that we're all heartbroken over. I get it. I get it. You're not going with the grain. You're anti-establishment. You're the government's evil. There's a deep state. Someone has to pay for these answers. Maybe things are simple. Maybe it really is the guy who wrote, "Hey, fascist, catch" on the bullet that killed Charlie Kirk. You guys are so far down this rabbit hole and you're not being able to take a step back to understand the damage that it is doing to the people he loved the most. I'm disgusted. I have a pit in my stomach for how she's handling this and how her fans are rallying around this. It's sick, sick. You can question things. You can look into things. Sure. These accusations it's murder. You're accusing someone of murder. If you're going to go do that publicly, you better have stone cold hard evidence that she does not have, that I have yet to see, the public has yet to see. She makes all these false promises. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to name drop this. I'm going to drop this huge bomb. Doesn't. She says that her life is being threatened, goes to a Christmas party. She says anytime, any place. Oh, but not that time and place. Not that time and place. It has to be tomorrow, but I can't make like a week and a half from now happen because of homeschooling the oldest child who's like 4. I'm so tired of this. This is like, it's so hurtful. It's so hard to watch. Please, if you are following and supporting her, take a good, long look at yourself and what you're doing. And don't go mass unfollowing everyone who disagrees with you. That means you're in an echo chamber.
Yep.
And you can't be disagreed with. It's like, it's so divisive. It's everything Charlie would have not wanted. It's everything he was fighting against.
If you have to unsub from people because you disagree with them, okay, I don't agree with a lot of these people, okay, because I am a conspiracy theorist. But if you have to unsub from people because you disagree with one thing they say, like I unsub from Candace after a few things. I don't agree with everything anyone says. Hang on, guys, I've got a cough. Yeah, I don't agree with everything everyone says, but yeah, it's got to take something certain for me to unsubscribe to people. Elon Musk said true. Gunther Eagleman said Charlie wasn't killed because he spoke. He killed because our children were listening. And that's where I think, look, I don't know if Candace is trying to burn the whole thing down because first she wanted a spot in Trump's team. And I don't know if she wants to be running TP USA or she's jealous of Erica Kirk. Maybe she liked Charlie a lot. I've got to have to drink my tea. Sorry, guys. Bad time to have a coughing fit. Okay, Kaya Jones said stop drinking poison. I'm saying this out of love. Yes, you heard me, love. Anything that causes this much division isn't of the Lord. I've walked through insane situations, not just in the music industry, but also in the political world and then into ministry. I literally saw a pastor pretend she knew Jesus while robbing my home. Gaslighting at its finest. For years I wanted to believe in her cult-like tendencies that it was godly and Jesus. It wasn't, it was poison. I know what poison looks like. It's incising, seductive, charming even. Pretty and manipulative. You see, the devil doesn't come looking evil. It comes looking pretty and sweet. Pay attention. Your soul, your mind, your eternity is up for grabs. Watch your ears, eyes and mouth. Oh no, bad time for a cough and fit. Hang on, guys. Okay. Watch your ears, eyes and mouth. Those are your gates. Be careful as to who you allow to pour into them. Witches are real, demons are real, not just in fairy tales, unfortunately. Praying for your discernment. May God bless you. Don't drink the darkness. Oh, goodness me. Hang on a sec, guys. I'm going to get a mint. Got a bad tickle in the throat. See if that'll help. Okay. Hopefully that works. Shit. Okay. Andy No said when just asking questions isn't just asking questions. A growing number of people misled by podcasters seem to think it's evidence of a criminal conspiracy cover-up that the FBI hasn't released new evidence in the Charlie Kirk assassination case for several months. Neither they nor the entertainers they follow understand how the US criminal justice system works. Since Tyler Robinson's arrest on September 11th, the case has entered the pre-trial phase. That means every piece of evidence gathered by the Utah Department of Public Safety, Utah Valley University Police and the FBI must now be preserved for review by both prosecution and defence in anticipation of trial. The conspiracy theorist podcasts also think there's evidence of a cover-up because a Utah County judge issued a gag order. He did the right thing, actually. Trials, due process, and the procedures leading up to them are supposed to be sacred. When courts lose control of a case, pre-trial publicity can explode into chaos, a circus, and poison the jury pool. I think that's what we're seeing. We've already seen how destructive that can be. Just look at what happened before and during the Derek Chauvin George Floyd trial. British courts, for example, can impose wide restrictions on media coverage of pending criminal cases to protect the accused's right to a fair trial. We don't have that in the US. Popular podcasters styling themselves as true crime investigative journalists have done immense damage to the Charlie Kirk case by planting seeds of doubt into the public's mind with nonsensical and schizophrenic lines of inquiry that go nowhere, yet always conclude there's a grand federal government-led cover-up. There you go. See, I don't agree with everyone I'm reading. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Is Shannon here? Because he's messaging me. Oh, no. He's showing me his cat. Okay. There we go. Ariane Wexler said it must be exhausting to think you're the only person capable of solving a crime after never solving a single one. In response to Candace Owens again, she's trying to get the Tim Pool security description of the vehicle but people don't say vehicle, Candace. Remember she said that about Tyler Robinson? People don't say vehicle, most people say car. Well, she just said it. Rich Barris, the People's Pundit, said TPUSA is the only organisation worth a shit on the right. Nobody cares about heritage or AEI or the rest of these jokes. Clearly a hit on them now because Charlie's dead and they helped Trump win states. Grifter context to be the next Charlie, that can never happen. It makes me wonder, is that what she's trying to do? Be the next Charlie Kirk? Now this, okay, I've saved the best for last. Tim Pool's about to go right off, okay? And there's a lot of swearing and the C-U-N-T words in there, okay? I've never seen Tim Pool do this. Let's have a look. Colin Rugg said new. Tim Pool absolutely unleashes on Candace Owens, calls her an evil scumbag and degenerate C-U-N-T. Candace Owens, okay, I'm gonna let him say it. He thinks she's a Fed. Funny that, I think she's a Fed too. Well, I thought that the other day anyway. I said that the other day. Okay, let's have a listen. Are you ready for this? Okay, watch your ears if you have an aversion to swearing.
Candace Owens is a fucking evil scumbag. She is a degenerate cunt. She is burning everything down, and she's gloating and smiling while she does it. And you know what you fucking told me? She has no security. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. She's a piece of shit. She's making everyone else suffer. And all of these fucking conservatives out there that send me these fucking messages have no fucking balls to call her out. More and more people have started doing it. They send me these fucking messages. Good for you, Tim. Good for you, Tim. I wasn't the first person to do it. I'm not going to take credit for that. But don't fucking DM me like I did something for you as you cower, as you fucking cower, scared that she'll put you on her thumbnail and claim you benefited from Charlie Kirk's assassination, which he's doing to me right fucking now.
Yeah, that was the...
I'm fucking done with these people.
She has security, just not on the level of you.
Oh, yeah, the one fat guy you mentioned with no wall and no barrier in a suburban neighborhood with neighbors. She doesn't give two fucking shits. No one's out for her. She's lying about all of this. You told me you went to her house and she's got a 4-foot wall and one fat guy, and she doesn't give a shit about her security. Meanwhile, I get bullets fired at my fucking property, and I have to go live in the middle of nowhere. And I got fucking strangers coming up to my house in Maryland, breaking in. I got people showing up and beating up the residents who try to live there. How the fuck am I even supposed to sell this property? And you know, it's all lies, it's all hypocrisy, and it is for the purpose of making money. And she does not live the way other people live. And she claims she liked Charlie, she loved Charlie, and she is burning everything down that he built because she is evil. She is evil. And I'll say it again, this conservative movement is fractured, it's fried, whatever it is. Okay? Republicans are on track to lose the midterms. They were actually trending in the other direction until Charlie Kirk was murdered.
Yeah.
And this is the point, isn't it? The most effective political assassination in history. And thanks to the likes of the vile cunt Candace Owens, she has turned Turning Point into the perpetrators of the crime that was against them. I don't get paid by any of these people. I'm not on good terms necessarily with Turning Point USA. They didn't invite me to their stupid event. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. They invited me back after I started criticizing Candace. I'm not going to your event. I'm over all of this shit. The last thing that I need to deal with is a bunch of cowards in conservative media refusing to stand up to her. Megyn Kelly, come on. I appreciate the kind words, but come on. Such fucking pathetic bullshit. You know, and I get people saying, Tim, you know, thank you so much for talking about it. I don't care. I'm not doing a favor for anybody. I'm not doing this to benefit anybody. Nobody's paying me. There's no fucking Russia. There's no fucking Israel. There's just me sticking my neck out and then risking dying for what? A bunch of cowards that don't want to stand up to protect themselves? People like fucking Candace Owens?
I couldn't believe that she put you in the thumbnail.
What a fucking cunt.
Of her piece today.
I'm done.
The idea that she'd imply that you had some benefit or that you benefit somehow. She
benefited. I think she's a Fed, and I think she killed Charlie.
Whoa. Tim actually thinks that she killed Charlie. I think she's a Fed. I think she's controlled
Candace
opposition.
Owens is a fucking evil scumbag.
Sorry, I didn't mean to play that again. So that's why I'm only reporting this because I can't escape it on X. Every second post is Candace Owens. And I've spoken about her the last few streams I've done, actually, over time. I've spoken about her. This is not godly. This is not godly. This is the opposite of what godly is. What she's doing, she is burning it all. If she loved Charlie so much and she was such best friends with Charlie Kirk, why is she tearing down his legacy? Why would you do that? I think she wants to be the new leader of the right and then lead everyone down the garden path. And yes, she may actually have truth in some of what she says, but a lot of it is lies. A lot of it. And I don't know, people have been looking into her husband, George Farmer. He's a very rich man, you know. She's not wanting for anything. People are finding out he might be gay. He's been accused of assaulting a man. I just saw photos of Candace pregnant, touching up a woman. Like, what is going on? Seriously, what the hell is going on? Now, I'm hoping I can leave this behind. And look, if you listen to her, that's up to you. I think she will expose herself in time anyway. She's already doing it. If you can't see it yet, you will soon. Okay. Now we're going to go to the comments now. So how you guys going? Holy cow. Yeah, out to lunch today is tomorrow in Australia. Yep, we're a day ahead of you guys. It's the 10th already. 10th of December. Okay, Susan said, I'm actually catching the live stream from the beginning. Yay. God love you. Done with Christmas shopping? Cassandra said, hey, saying hey everyone. I've gotten 2 of 9 parts of my film series up on Rumble, but YouTube censored my links on another live. Is this live on Rumble too? Hi, yes, it is. I'm live on Rumble and YouTube in case one of them goes down. Because I'm even wondering if that's why they gave us our channels back. I got deleted in 2020 because of COVID, right? For saying that it wasn't what people were saying, what the government was saying it was. And I got my channel back 5 years later. Is that because now Candace is sprouting such wild conspiracy theories that they couldn't really justify keeping us censored? I don't know. It's just a theory, see? It's just a theory. Cassandra loves Christmas wrapping, but Slim needs this year. J1 said Christmas when the word became flesh. Oh, Susan, you're wrapping on the table instead of the floor like you used to. It's good if you've got a big table. Heavy Arms, good to see you. I haven't seen you for ages. An MRE was in here. Cassandra said, I'm spoon tired of hearing Candace Owens. You should see my ex. It is crazy. Okay, everything's Candace Owens. Yeah, MRE, I know you wouldn't shoot anyone. Some of her fans wouldn't shoot people. Yeah, I know some of them wouldn't. But others, I think she's got a lot of lefties following her. I really do. J1 said Candace and Timmy's sitting in a tree. Oh, dear. And Raven, it's good to see you too. Cassandra said, same have I unsubbed to Candace Owens when she did DJT this year. Plus the podcast is too slick in my opinion, reeks of hidden backing. That's what I think. Phoenix said, hi everyone, I'm driving, so last comment, God love you. Good to see you, Phoenix. J1 said, this guy is just as clueless, let's face it. Alex said, how awesome, what is the name of your Rumble? Oh yeah, did you share it for Cassandra? J1 said he got the Charlie shoot all wrong, lol. You're special, all right. Alex said, I think I will do that this year too. Now I have a table I can use. It's big enough. I normally wrap on the wooden floor, but ruins my back. Yeah, we'll share your channel, Cassandra. Cassandra said, wow, I can't find my channel in my own search. Oh no, it's like that, isn't it? Heavy Arms said she's a talking head here to distract, married to a billionaire who really needs to listen to her, honestly. Alex said, I can't find it either. I've always had trouble finding stuff on Rumble. It's not as easy as putting a name in like YouTube for some reason. Yeah. Flyby Stu, how you going? I tell you, Candy see nothing. Let that sink in. Alex said, can you put a link in for on the last live? Oh, where'd that go? From the last live, Hev did, and I'll copy it from there. Let me know when you have done it so I can grab it. Oh, Cassandra, YouTube gave you a 48-hour hold for your passcode retrieval, so you gave up on them. Busy still cleaning up the 9 parts. Made them public but unsearchable, go figure. Still scared to promote. Alex said, I'm so glad you made it. I was thinking about you the other day and starting to worry I hasn't seen you for a while, Raven. Hope you and the family are well. Flyby said, belongs to a gossip shop from next door. Deb said, I can't stand Candace, too much talk. Heavy Arms said, no, Hev, more like Montel Jordan show. Oh, is it? Is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, it's great. Look, I don't even think she's right wing, honestly. She's not. She started on the left. I think she still is because it comes out every now and then if you listen carefully to all of her words. Now, you've got to look and listen carefully. Words matter. It's like when people were dying with COVID, not of COVID. You've got to understand the language used. It can be very slight. And then people thought everyone was dying of COVID. No, when it was with COVID. They had a car accident, but they died with COVID, remember? Mm-hmm. Are you focusing on getting healthy in all the ways you can, Raven? Good on ya. Flyby said, keep playing this witch. We'll be unsubbing. Not kidding. Unsubbing who? Alex said, that's really great to hear and good. You are all taking that time together. I think we all need to sometimes. Cassandra said, oh, bless you. Did my other workaround disappear? Raven said, I miss watching Hev's lives, but I'm here now. Yay. Yeah, YouTube suck, Cassandra. Really do. Alex said, it's been put under held for review. Wow. Anyway, Flyby Stu, if you feel you need to unsub, then, you know, what can I do? Flyby Stu said, have like Scarlet Pimpernel. Anybody think we hunting rocking horses shite? What? Flyby. Okay. Alex and Cassandra are trying to work it out. Lucette said Mel K was shot when did she die? No, MLK, Martin Luther King. Yeah, how you going, Lucette, anyway? Alex said, I think that'll be the best way. You're still trying to work out how to do it? Flyby said, Candace, what a wrongin' from the gossip shop from next door? Oh. What are you talking about, Flyby? I'm not getting going straight over my head, mate, seriously. God love you. Cassandra said, by commenting. Okay. Lisette said she is brilliant. She's been on with Roseanne and Nick Venn and all the others. I didn't hear she'd been shot. Oh, no, not Mel K. MLK. AWOL Stu said, I had one have, that's how I know. How you going, AWOL Stu? Alex said, I was never keen on her either, Flyby. I watched one of her videos ages ago and it felt off. Yeah, Lucette was stopped watching Candace Owens as well. Alex said, I might know her face, but I don't know her name. Mary Daniels said unsubscribed. Who, me or her? I don't know anymore. Cassandra said with Mel K. No, Cassandra, it wasn't Mel K. Sorry, it wasn't Mel K. It's MLK. You know, Martin Luther King. That one. Flyby said, just like a stuck record, if something is true, no need to keep repeating it. Stuff, MK Ultra all over this. Yeah, I agree, Stu. I really do. And I don't think she needs to keep going, but hey, you know. Look, I called it out when Sean Atwood, in 2019, 2020, I was calling out Sean Atwood because he's another one, grifter. Anyway, yeah, Susan West, conspiracy analyst. This is another delivery. Do I have to sign for this one? Flyby said, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but not everything is a theory. It's a fact. Some are fact, okay? And some conspiracies are delusional. Oh, this looks interesting. This delivery looks interesting. See if it knocks on the door. Hang on a sec. Shh. No. Okay. Cool. I can go and get it in a minute. Yeah, conspiracy analyst is a good label. But that's why I put a disclaimer at the very beginning of my shows, because it is all theory until proven fact. Because I think some conspiracy theories are going to, like, you know, the left makes up conspiracy theories too, don't you? Alex said, I'm subbed to hundreds of channels I never watched. I end up subbing as I don't want to lose them again. Yeah, I've done that too. Alex said, definitely more and more of them are coming too true, Flyby. Yeah, like you can look at, okay, the weather manipulation. A lot of people say it's a conspiracy theory, okay? Why are there patents for it? There are things that are provable, but a lot of what she says isn't. And she keeps saying that next episode she'll have the, you know, the proof. But you never see it. Now, I waited to see if she showed proof. No. Flyby Stu said, I wonder if Elon has paid the EU, lol. Yeah, it's funny. I haven't so far. It's the 10th. Apparently the social media thing started today. So far I haven't had to put my like driver's license and that forward, any ID. If they do ask me, I won't be doing it. If that means I can't upload, you might not see me for a little while. Cassandra said, sounds like you need mega vitamin C. Have please overtake 1,000 every hour with flush of water. Can't ODMC. I take 2 a day. I might need an extra one. Raven said, I just listen to everyone, then make my own. That's the best way, Raven. Look, listen to everyone. Make your own mind up. But there are left-leaning people who listen to Candace Owens, right? She was on the left. She is a bit of a lefty, right? She's trying to be right-wing at the moment. Every now and then it slips, though. So, yeah, she has quite a few lunatic lefties listening to her as well. I'm not talking about people who genuinely may believe and they won't go and do anything like shoot anyone or do anything, you know. But that's it. You make your own mind up based on what you see, hear and feel. And if I don't agree, that's okay. If others don't agree with me, that's okay as well. It's how people grow. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So like I'll still go back and watch one of her videos and then I'll just be picking all these things I can find wrong with it, unfortunately. And when I do that, I've got to unsub when I keep finding more and more. Alex said, oh, yeah, that might work. YouTube been blocking it. Oh, yeah, you're still trying to get that link? Shannon's here. How you going, Shannon? Good. You were gardening and taking videos of kittens. There you go. You lost track of time. Alex said, tell us what you really mean, Tim. Yeah, I was listening to his live stream and he went off. Now, I've watched Tim Pool. I don't agree with him all the time either. But he's kind of really tries to be sensible, right? Normally. And I've watched him go from the left to the right. He didn't like Trump at first. He was more on the left. He was a centrist, but he was more on the left for me. And I've watched him come over to the right. And I'm still subbed to him, and I have been for years, and I still listen to him. but I don't agree with everything he says. Yeah, Shannon, Tim Pool's freaking out. Lucette said Tim Pool's having a meltdown. Cassandra said, I just put one for you in Have Live on Rumble comments 3 days ago, Alex. Lucette said Tim Pool's getting emotional and angry. Yeah. Cassandra said, I agree, have controlled opposition. It's too slick in production, in my opinion. Why? I love Nino Box Info. I don't know who that is. It jumped on me again. I'm around here somewhere. Lucette said, Tim Pool saying Candace killed Charlie is ridiculous. He needs to be sedated. I said it the other day. I said, but I was just asking questions. It was a joke, like how she does, you know, doing what she does back to her kind of thing. Cassandra said, much love all round. Got a film to finish this week. God love you. Shannon said, a beard? Alex said, yeah, I just got it. Shannon said, for saying the truth. She's got Cassandra's Rumble in there for anyone who wants to sub. Deb said, I just got to ask for my date of birth to get in Rumble. That's all I had to do. Oh, how you going, Randy? Good to see ya. Yeah, Shannon, look over here, not over there. I'll be back on the news tomorrow. Hey, Benny, how you going? Hey, everyone here. Gratitude. You too, mate. Alex said, isn't that slander what Tim Pool said? I'm not keen on any of them, though, to be fair. I don't know. Well, as much slander as what she's doing. I don't know. I'll keep following it anyway because I do, you know, every now and then catch up on Tim Pool. Yeah, we'll see. But I don't think this is finished yet, okay? So I probably will have to report on it every now and then. But this is the first and last big video I think I'm going to make on her. But during normal news, I will update. Yeah, light worker, I don't trust Anderson and Candace as far as I could throw her either. Alex said, finally managed to add it. Have? Okay. Cool. Flyby said, what defines a terrorist? Someone going around terrorising people. That's what I think. Randy said, been busy getting ice racing bike ready. Oh, interesting. Deb said, yes, hospital got paid for COVID deaths. Yes. Shannon's talking about food and he's going to make me hungry, so I'm not going to read it. Sorry. Vegemite on crumpets with fresh eggs. Shannon, you're going to make my stomach growl. Alex said, yeah, they really pulled a fast one with the numbers during COVID. They're now ramping up the new flu just after giving everyone jibs for it. Yeah, Lucette, not Melk, MLK. Alex said, I thought Flyby meant from Candace. I'm unsubbed, Hev. Yeah, probably, sorry. Flyby said, you're taking the piss, Hev. Been here a long time. We love you to bits. Oh, God love you. I was sort of, you know, a bit worried there for a minute, Flyby Stew. I was thinking, oh, he's not unsubbing from me, is he? Oh, no. God love you. Yeah, I've got people who don't agree with me. Like, you know, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you who to listen to. I'm just going to tell you to be very careful. Deb said, not you have. Candace, they've unsubbed. Deb said, shh, everyone. Yeah, no, I just got a bit worried there for a minute, thinking, oh, are you unsubbing from me because I'm talking about Candace? Oh, no. Alex said, I think it was just crosswise. Hard to keep up with the chat sometimes, Flyby. Shannon said, I used to like Lionel Nation until he went on with that mouth breather Atwood, and he does a lot of Candace as well. Yeah, see, I'm going to just steer clear of, like, I normally like Mark Dice, but he's backing Candace on this, and I'm like, I don't think you've got discernment, mate. Not as much as you think you do, anyway. Yeah, I got them, Shannon. I got the kitten vids. I got to look at them in a minute. I can't show them on screen at the moment. But I agree, Shannon, with, yeah. There's just some people I can't listen to when they start promoting those people. Sherry said, I'm here, Hev, making dinner for my kids. Garbage man's outside, so I don't know if you can hear the truck, but, you know. G'day, Zal, how you going? Zal said, I've noticed the internet here is very, very slow. Deb said, don't even, Shannon, I dislike him even more. Come across him on different channel, that would. Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust a lot of people, and I'm trusting myself more and more than I trust anyone else. Yeah, that's what I'm finding. I trust myself more and more. I'm using discernment when I watch people. And when you do that, you can actually catch them out. Yeah, Deb's sub to Cassandra. Flyby said, Alex, I got a massive crumble for Christmas. Got family coming over. Only trouble is not enough plates. Oh, Flyby, I could have given you some plates. Go buy some paper. Are you still allowed to buy paper plates? Zal said, g'day, Mr. Spears. Deb said, I thought it was you, Shannon, texting Hev with new kitten. Alex said, brilliant, glad it worked out. Okay, guys, with that, I'm going to wrap it up for today. I will update as time goes on and things happen, but it will be during my news streams, okay? I do streams often, so if anyone's not subbed, please do. Please hit the like button, guys. Love ya, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Bye.